Well, today marks 6 months since an earthquake and tsunami rocked the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. The double disaster claimed more than 4,000 lives and left over 200,000 others displaced. But while the headlines have long moved on, for many locals, the crisis is far from over. Here's Manny Tsigas.
Abdul Azim scours the remains of what he once called home. 6 months ago, a 7.5 magnitude quake sent him and his family racing into the street as his house collapsed behind him. His 13-year-old niece and 2-year-old nephew were still inside.
Kalau untuk tinggal sebenarnya masih mau, cuman itu loh. Siapa tahu nanti satunya kejadian yang kemarin keulang lagi.
Abdul Azim is one of many survivors whose stories are detailed in a report by charity group Oxfam released exclusively to the ABC. The earthquake was soon followed by a devastating tsunami that survivors compared to being chased by moving land. The twin disaster claimed more than 4,300 lives while changing countless others. Jonoji resident Aina describes seeing water rising from the gutters after the quake, sending her scrambling to find her children.
Jadi saya tidak percaya. Ada yang bilang, naik ke atas, air naik, tsunami. Jadi kami baru bondong-bondong naik ke atas. Sampai di sana, gelap sudah. Kami tidur situ di satu malam. Nanti besok paginya kami balik lagi ke Jono. Begitu saya lihat, ya kayaknya Jono itu gimana? Kayaknya bukan seperti Jono dulu.
Many who lived in areas prone to earthquakes and tsunamis have since been moved to safe zones by the Indonesian government. Thousands of housing units are being built with the help of local NGOs, but it's expected to take years. Adnan Fajar and his family are now living with relatives as they decide their next move. He says in the days after the disaster, his children were still clearly shaken.
The most traumatic one is my son. He couldn't speak for like 2 or 3 days. Every time you ask him to draw something, he just draw like a fluctuating line, up and down. And then when you ask him, what is that, Allah? He just said it's a gempa earthquake. It's earthquake.
All the survivors have expressed a desire to return to the area and rebuild. While they hope such a disaster will never occur again, the experience has at least shown the community what can and should be done if it does. Manny Tsigas, ABC News.